Yes, I know it's only November, but being that I'm an adult that lives from holiday to holiday because my life is so devoid of joy and whimsy, I have to skip immediately over Thanksgiving and go to Christmas, so leave me alone about it. Hi y'all, Snarky J Cosplay here. As of the time of this video's recording, we are officially in November of 2024, so I figure, why not share some films that are sure to get even the Grinchiest of Grinches into the holiday spirit, and this is coming from somebody who doesn't like Christmas movies, and can also acknowledge, yes, November might be a little bit early to start getting excited about Christmas, so I'm gonna start you off slow and gentle, and then we're getting full into Christmas. So without further ado, here are 10 films to get you into the Christmas spirit. Number 1, A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and A Charlie Brown Christmas. These two from 1973 and 1965 are easily digestible. You can start off with A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, and once that's over, immediately move into A Charlie Brown Christmas. Neither of these are really big time commitments. They're 25 minutes each. They're innocent and adorable and remind you of all the joyful things you used to be before time and ex-girlfriends got to you. Number 2, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This one is from 1987 and is actually one of my favorite movies of all time since I watched it several years ago with my dad. It's Steve Martin and John Candy somehow stuck together as they're both trying to get home in time for Thanksgiving. Steve Martin sort of plays the straight man here, and John Candy is absolutely over the top in all the best ways. And yet, despite the laugh-a-minute vibes that this movie has, it also has so much heart that it really brings the whole thing home as a really great holiday spirit sort of movie. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you feel warm and fuzzy, and it's also technically a Thanksgiving movie, so it's a really great way to kick off the holiday season. Number 3, When Harry Met Sally. 1989 was a great year for movies, and When Harry Met Sally is such a perfect example of that. I absolutely hate rom-coms. I have zero romance in my life, but this movie genuinely gets me. I say it's a holiday movie because as we follow these two characters over several years of friendship, we do get to circle through a few different holidays, and the whole thing gets off to a beautiful end on New Year's Eve, which I absolutely love. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan have phenomenal chemistry. You'll of course enjoy that iconic scene in the deli in this movie. It's laughable, it's cute, and if you let yourself, it's a really good feel-good movie. Number 4, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Released in 1993, this absolutely beautiful work of stop motion is one of my favorites, and I say that this one is a perfect holiday season movie because it's kind of 1/3 a Halloween movie, 2/3 a Christmas movie. It feels like a Christmas movie for people that don't like Christmas movies, which means it's absolutely perfect for me. This one's a fun one to watch with the whole family, and to me it's absolutely tradition to watch it a few times leading up to Christmas. Number 5, Edward Scissorhands. This 1990 Tim Burton movie is another weird one, probably good for your family creep that also doesn't like Christmas movies, but it is Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder kind of at their absolute best. This one is cute, it's heartwarming, it's a little freaky, but it also ends on this very much white Christmas, everybody deserves love sort of energy, so I think it's kind of perfect for Christmas, and to be honest, it makes me want to build some scissor hands every year. Number 6, A Muppets Christmas Carol. I am kind of a stan for the Muppets, so I would be remiss not to mention this absolute delight from 1992. It's the Muppets' take on the Charles Dickens classic A Christmas Carol, and to be completely honest, this is a work of genius. Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge and the Muppets surrounding him. I mean, Michael Caine is an absolute tour de force when it comes to acting, and when you combine his brilliance with the Muppets, there's really no way to go wrong. This puppeted take on a classic is absolutely delightful, it's cute, it's funny, and to me I can't really think of a better way to spend Christmas than watching the Muppets. That probably says a lot about me, and not much of it is good. Number 7, Elf. This 2003 classic is probably the only Christmas movie that I 100% enjoy and look forward to watching every single Christmas. Will Ferrell does what Will Ferrell does best in playing an elf that comes to New York for Christmas in search of his father, played by the late great James Caan. Not only does this movie actually have a really great soundtrack of Christmas classics that I personally enjoy, but it also has such beautiful visuals of New York during Christmas time. Yes, it does eventually get a little cheesy, but I feel like every Christmas movie kind of does. Elf is just an absolute necessity of Christmas. I don't know if anybody else feels the same, but that's why it takes this spot on my list. Number 8. Christmas with the Cranks. This movie came out in 2004, just a year after the delight that is Elf, and I will tell you right now that this is not a good movie. It's really not. If you look at the Rotten Tomatoes and ratings for this movie, they are absolute shit. But my mom really likes this movie, and so I kind of really like it. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. I watch it with her a few times every Christmas, so to me, watching Christmas with the Cranks is just part of the holiday. It has some really funny moments. It's also kind of uncomfortable to watch at some points, but it's also hilarious, and to be completely honest, Jamie Lee Curtis and Tim Allen have such brilliant comedic chemistry in this movie that it's almost worth watching just to see how they get along. Number 9. Batman Returns. I'm aware that this is a weird choice for a Christmas movie, but look, it's the 90s, baby. This one came out in 1992, 3 years after Batman in 1989, and yes, this is 100% a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas time and there's plenty of snow and Christmas motifs through the entire movie. Catwoman even has a whole bit on mistletoe, and so I will not remove this from my list for any reason. One of the things that I love about Batman Returns is that you really don't have to have just watched Batman 1989 right before it for it to make sense, so you can kind of buckle down and just rope your non-superhero fanatic family into about 2 hours of watch time and just enjoy a little bit of Michael Keaton's Batman on Christmas if you want to get nuts. Number 10. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This comedic classic from 1989, in my opinion, is one of the best National Lampoon's offerings out there. Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo are doing what they do best, contending with all sorts of things coming up in the middle of their perfect Christmas vacation at home. My dad introduced me to this one years ago, and this is one of those laugh-a-minute films that to me is an absolute necessity for Christmas. It's a good one to sit down and watch with the whole family if your family is anything like any of these people and you want to make a point and have them feel unwelcome in your home for the rest of time, or if you happen to like your family and you just want to laugh with them. Kind of goes either way. I will say again, yes, I know, at the time of this video's recording and its upload, we are in November. I don't care. I am in the Christmas spirit. I'm already planning the Christmas menu. I got shit to bake. I got things to do. I'm in the red and white. There's Christmas music downstairs. My tree is ready to be put up, baby. It's not every day that I get to be whimsical and sparkly and live my best Christmas life. And that's all from me. I've been Snarky J. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For more Snarky J, be sure to check me out on Instagram. And if you'd like to support me, this channel, and my content creation, do check out and consider subscribing to my Patreon for exclusive photo shoot sets and cosplay content. I will add links to all of those in the description below, and let me know your thoughts on my 10 must-watch holiday season movies in the comments below.